Hello and welcome to part 2 of our 2020 member forum video segments. In part 1 we introduced the board of directors as well as presented the facilities and restaurant reports. In this segment, the Greens and Grounds report has been provided by the head superintendent David Escobedo and the board of directors Ray Melton and Rick Walker. I, your director of golf, Brandon Evans, will be narrating throughout these segments. During this past season we started with well issues, began the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, and ended with well issues as well as many other obstacles in between. However, with all this going on, we were able to stay open, retain all staff, and provide 2 amazing courses to play golf on, and also made many improvements throughout the year. During our most recent overseed, we had temperatures that were much warmer than normal, with a week that was also much colder than normal. This created concerns with the Bermuda grass that basically confused the grass on what it was supposed to do. Typically in October, this is the period where we can scalp it and force it to go dormant while we overseed with the winter grasses. This year made that difficult, but we ended up with a great overseed that many have said is the best they've ever seen. The winter rye is very healthy and strong and is now beginning to prevail now that the weather is cooler. During the past season, we took on the task of beginning the upgrade to our lakes practice facilities. The plans for upgrading the lakes practice facilities has been an area on the capital project long-range plan for some time and includes 3 areas: the practice green, the range, and the chipping area. The board decided to break it down into smaller projects to be scheduled when funds became available. The practice green upgrade once again became a serious topic of discussion. The surface area was too small and overly undulated, limiting the number of placement of putting cups on the practice green. This in turn caused extensive wear and tear on heavily used traffic patterns on the practice green, requiring the closure of the practice green for repairs. It was decided to at least get some information about the expense of this project to better decide when we would be able to execute the plan within our budget. We obtained bids from 2 firms we had previously worked with, and the lowest bid was $38,400. David Escobedo, our head superintendent, was asked if we could do this in-house. David was hesitant at first as this required specialized skills and would pull grounds crew away from their course maintenance duties. After upgrading and completing the white tee box at hole number 8 at the Vistas this spring, David felt confident his guys could do it. He estimated the cost would be between $15,000 and $20,000, a savings of approximately $20,000 for the club. After reviewing the 5-year capital project budget list, the project just did not have a priority high enough to pull from other required projects at this time. Ray Melton, co-director of Greens and Grounds, knew there were more members than himself that saw this as a need and set out to find members to donate and help lift the priority of the project. Ray committed $1,000 himself at a board meeting and several board members followed his lead. Ray then raised the additional funds by making several phone calls to like-minded members on what this project could do for retention and recruitment of Westbrook members. The golf course ground staff took on the project and did it completely in-house. The project began in June to increase the surface area from 5,500 square feet to just under 12,000 square feet. This involved an irrigation overhaul around the green, over 150 tons of USGA greens mixed sand, and 100 bushels of Tiff dwarf Bermuda grass sprigs. The green was sprigged, top dressed, and mowed on a regular basis over the summer, and agreed we would not open the green until after overseeding. And to everyone's delight, it has turned out absolutely wonderful. As the members were informed about the project via emails and website articles, another member offered a recommendation placing a chipping green area behind the number 9 green. David, Jose, and Brandon looked at the area and agreed it would be a perfect place. David and Jose used the sod from the nursery tee on the new chipping green and installed a sprinkler system to support the new irrigation requirements. The grounds crew did an amazing job on these projects, and doing them in-house saved the club close to $20,000 as well as added new skill sets to our crews. A beautiful bronze donor plaque is located in the newly designed practice green entry area, which recognizes those who contributed the funds and labor to make this project a reality. Our first stage of the lakes practice area has had great results. With the aging of our facilities and courses, prioritizing projects is a difficult process. The members that self-funded this project understand the need to keep up with the competition in order to keep the value of the club competitive. All it takes is a member with passion, an idea, and members who get it to make things happen here at Westbrook Village Golf Club. Thank you to all those who participated and donated to these projects. This coming summer we have plans to install new sprinkler heads around the greens at the Vistas, which will allow independent watering of the greens and the areas around the greens, which up until this point has only been possible at the lakes and impossible at the Vistas. The Vistas course was built with 360-degree heads, and there are 2 completely different types of turf between the greens and the course. The new heads will allow target watering, which will help us reduce our water needs as well as increase the performance of the course and callers. We plan to start this project next June, and it should take 6 to 8 weeks with only 9 holes closed at a time. If you have any additional comments or suggestions, please contact either Ray Melton or Rick Walker, Greens and Grounds co-chairs. Thank you for taking the time to watch segment 2 of this year's membership forum. Future segments will include Golf by Kathy Vaught, Membership by Jim McKenna and Rick Davis, Financials by Kurt Kimmerling, an introduction to the golf club staff, and a well update. Please watch your inbox for the future updates. Thank you.